argued, they said this, they said a person has a reasonable expectation of privacy in the totality of their movements, even if the movements are in public. So in the past, the FBI would have argued, look, you're in public, you know, for the same reason we can take photos in public and
all the cameras that are in public areas.
But the fact that you basically are always in public from the moment you walk out your door, but that doesn't mean that someone should be able to essentially stalk you. I mean, let's face it, the FBI were stalking people without them knowing.
Because, I mean, if you attach something, and people weren't finding these GPS trackers because they were on the underbellies of cars, and you don't just on a normal basis go out to your garage and look under your car. Well, that's because you have a reason to be. But normally, people who are living their life don't. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if anything comes out of this.
Let me tell you what the best part was.
What?
After the judge ordered them to turn off their trackers, the problem was
they couldn't find them.
They literally couldn't find them, and so they were like, can we at least turn them on for a few minutes so we can locate them and go get our bugs back? And the judge is like, no, that's your problem. All right, speaking of privacy issues.
Well, as you know, March 1st came around. Google, their new privacy policy went into effect on the 1st. So if you didn't hear about it before, we want to just kind of recap it all for you so you know exactly what's going on from here on out.
It's a new unified privacy policy. So Google has something like 60 different services, and I want you to imagine many of them were
naming them.
No, many were built at different times.
Gmail.
No, stop.
Calendar.
No, Picasa, YouTube. Anyway, some of them were through acquisitions and things. So what happened was, imagine 60 different teams of attorneys drafting 60 different terms of service. They're all Google, but you don't know what applies where. So they said, you know what, we're going to unify everything.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know, if you're a big, you know, privacy
advocate.
Advocate.
Yes.